So there's different factors, and let's not forget that this is a relatively new space. So this attractiveness was intrinsically there, but is being discovered more and more over the last, I would say, 5 to 10 years. I think there's a few factors. The first one is the magnitude of the market. The market in Africa is very large from the perspective of what technology can do. And there's fundamentally 3 opportunities. One is the fact that this high penetration of mobile phones creates an opportunity to serve a lot of large markets that are currently underserved. So you have 85% of mobile penetration, but only 30% of the people have bank accounts, 30 to 40 have their household connected to the energy grid, and so on and so forth. So there's a consumer opportunity that can be driven by technology to serve that large consumer market. There's another opportunity, which is the big companies that are serving consumer markets don't know much about the African consumer. So there's an opportunity to use technology and to create software platforms that allow banks, telcos, retailers, consumer good companies to finally know the African consumer, segment, and serve them better. And then there's the third opportunity where you have a lot of industries that historically, for many reasons, have been very inefficient. Think about agriculture, supply chains, logistics, and so on and so forth, where technology can actually play a role in bringing efficiencies and lower prices to consumers in the end. So I think this is about a technology-enabled inclusion that can play many different ways, and that is the fundamental thesis of the attractiveness. I think that it was fairly natural that the first vertical where technology could really play a role was financial services. And therefore all the fintech space, not only payments but also lending, remittances, gateways, was an obvious first area to make like a big dress rehearsal of what technology could do in Africa. But there's many other verticals, as I was saying, and I think 2019 is showing that technology can be applied in many other spaces than payments. So I think about logistics, transportation, I think about agriculture, supply chain. One of the big drivers is this move of population towards cities, and that brings with it problems with food, with transportation, with housing, with efficiencies. And so I think that we will see other areas, so fintech and payments will become over time a smaller percentage of the whole investment.